Hey everybody, welcome into another edition of 5 Fantastic Minutes. If you're watching this on a Monday morning, hope your weekend was fabulous. And today we're going to be diving in to a new series, and it's going to be signs that you're sabotaging your life, employees, your career, doctors, or whatever business owner you are out there, your businesses, your practice, your restaurant, whatever it may be. We're going to dive into this series, and I'm pretty passionate about it. And the very first one we're going to start off with is procrastination. We are just coming off an amazing MPG Iconic event. It was our second one, but our very first treatment coordinator only event, and it was absolutely amazing. The feedback was incredible. And I bring that up because there are several things that we talked about that were brand new information that none of you have ever heard before. Some of you who have been longtime customers, you have heard them before, but because you're in a diverse environment, a lot of the things that we taught you came across maybe a little bit differently. A lot of you have been with us. You were taking notes like crazy, like it was the first time you heard some of this stuff. All that's beautiful. But now the challenge is, and this message, of course, if you weren't at Iconic, is going to apply to you, but I'm just talking to the audience members first, is that I want you to take, just like we talked about, 3 things that you learned, and I want you to focus on them and focus on them only, and I want you to do it. All right? Everybody out there, you have something that you've been wanting to do. Employees, you've been wanting to have that tough conversation with a team member. You've been wanting to have that tough conversation with your husband or your wife. You've been wanting to go to your boss and say, hey, look, I really want to raise, but you may be too scared to do it. Whatever it is, I challenge everybody that's watching this video is take one thing this week, or whenever you're watching this, take one thing that you really want to do, but you've been putting it off for whatever reason. You're scared. The what ifs have got to you. Look, we can be a what if society, and practices out there watching, you guys are a what if world, right? Every single thing comes to your mind on why you can't do it instead of why you can, right? And if the what ifs come up, you just figure them out, right? But you're a what if, you're just kind of a what if industry. And those what ifs absolutely will get in the way and cause this procrastination, right? So if it's in your life, employees, like I said, if it's in your career, you're scared to go to your leadership team and say, look, I want real change. Here are some of the things that are bothering me, or I think I offer more value than what I'm being paid. I would really like to sit down and discuss my path to a real legitimate raise. Doctors, between hiring some company that you're thinking about, whatever it may be out there, everybody, just do it. This week, take one thing, and it can be your most difficult thing you're scared of, or just something maybe a little bit lighter. Maybe you're not too scared of it. Maybe you've just been, hey, look, we can all get lazy sometimes. Maybe you just know you should do it. There's no reason you haven't. You just haven't. I want you to take one thing this week, and I want you to knock it out, all right? And once you knock that out, everybody, all the stuff you were fearful of, you'll realize, hey, I shouldn't have been scared at all. I'm fine. So I want you to do that, knock one thing out, and once that's checked off the list, move to the next one. Get that checked off the list, because you all know this. The longer you wait, the more that anxiety builds. The anxiety does not go away. The anxiety only gets worse, such as, hey, we're role-playing with you on a private session, and we say, who wants to go first, right? That person that doesn't volunteer, and you're going to go 8th, guess what? We expect more out of you, but guess what happens? Every single time somebody does go and it gets one person closer to you, does it get better? Does it get easier? No. The anxiety builds and builds and builds and builds, right? So that's why you got to be first in the role plays. You've just got to knock stuff out. So procrastination, everybody, think and brainstorm. What are you putting off? In your personal life, employees, your career, docs, your businesses out there, what have you been putting off? Take one thing this week, and I want you to do it, no matter how hard it is. Procrastination is the enemy of progress, all right? That's indecision. Usually indecision causes procrastination, enemy of progress. Fast decisions, act fast, just do. If it ends up being a mess, you'll figure it out, but waiting will always make it worse, all right? Hope everybody enjoyed today. We'll be back with this ongoing series. Have a great rest of your week. Talk to everybody soon. Bye-bye.